I've got just one cruise news story for you today, and it's a big one for Carnival Cruise Lines. You've probably already heard of it, but there's big changes coming to the VIFP, very important fun person program, and it's shaking up the cruise industry. People are up in arms, angry, excited, mad. It's a big deal if you're a Carnival cruiser. Let's dive right into it. Hello everyone, it's Cynthia, your host. Welcome back to today's show. We're talking today all about Carnival Cruise Lines and the big changes that they have scheduled to take place in 2026 to their VIFP program. This is their loyalty program for cruising on Carnival Cruise Lines. Well, if you are a loyal Carnival cruiser or you're thinking about becoming one, you really need to hear about this. Carnival Cruise Line just dropped a bombshell announcement that's shaking up the entire loyalty landscape. We're talking major changes to that beloved VIFP club, and it's going to usher in a whole new era called Carnival Rewards. So what's the big deal? Well, in short, Carnival is completely overhauling its very important Fun Person Club, replacing it with this new program called Carnival Rewards, and that's set to launch in June of 2026. The current VIFP club is based on cruise nights. The more nights you sail, the higher your status. Blue, red, gold, platinum, and diamond. But even more crucially, once you hit those certain statuses, they're for life. And we're talking about the platinum and the diamond status. And I mean, that's great, right? You spend all this money, you spend all this time cruising on Carnival Cruise Line brand, and you hit a certain point and you've got it. You've made it to the mountaintop. You don't have to keep striving for it. That's really a great perk of this program. But prepare yourselves, because Carnival says we're changing all of that. This Carnival Rewards program, it's moving to a spend-based model. I mean, spend your money. And perhaps the most controversial change is that the lifetime status that you've climbed your way to, well, that's all ending. Under this Carnival Rewards, your status is going to be based on a dual spending structure. You'll earn both Carnival Reward points, and these can be redeemed for purchases, and also status qualifying stars. It's these stars that will determine your tier. Instead of just cruise nights, you'll earn these stars, and it's going to be based on a couple of things. It's going to be based on your cruise fare, your onboard purchases. We're talking about things like the drink package, specialty dining, excursions, spa, things of that nature. And get this part, everyday spending on a new co-branded Carnival Rewards credit card with Barclays. And Carnival's not done yet. Here's the big kicker. You'll need to re-qualify for your status every 2 years. Your earned status will be valid for the 2-year qualifying period, plus the following 2 years. So if you qualify early, you might be able to enjoy 4 years of qualified status. The new Carnival Rewards program will have 4 tiers: red, gold, platinum, and diamond. While your current VIFP status will carry over as an entry point into the new program, let's look at some of the confirmed changes to benefits, especially for the higher tiered members. Gold members, the physical VIFP pin will no longer be given out. The welcome treat on 5+ day cruises will now be upon request rather than automatic. For platinum and for diamond members, the VIFP party on 5+ day cruises will now feature 2 free drinks rather than unlimited drinks. Complimentary arcade credits for guests under 18 will no longer be offered. VIFP logo gifts will no longer be given. Now for diamond members, the one-time free cabin upgrade or 3rd, 4th, 5th guest sail free offer is being totally eliminated. The one-time complimentary meal for 2 at a specialty restaurant is also going away. VIFP luggage tag sets will no longer be awarded upon reaching that diamond status. Just based on this, we can see why people are up in arms, especially those loyal Carnival Cruise members who have reached those pinnacle statuses, the diamond and the platinum. That's a lot of changes, but there is still more. Let's go over this spend requirement that's also a part of this. So here's an idea of what it is that you probably need to spend to maintain these tier levels. So to maintain that gold level tier, you're going to need to spend about $3,334 within 2 years. And that's going to give you roughly 10,000 stars. For diamond, you need to spend approximately $33,334 within that 2-year period. That's giving you like 100,000 stars. That's for re-qualification. Initially 6 years for current diamonds to adjust to that new model. So what in the world is going on with Carnival Cruise Lines? Why are they throwing this out there? What is going on? Because that is the question that's on everybody's mind. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Why would you do this? Well, here's the response that Carnival gave. Carnival President Christine Duffy said the goal is to make more meaningful recognition and to modernize the program so that it's on par with a lot of airline and hotel-based programs that are using this spin model and re-qualification model. But Carnival did also admit that the program just became top-heavy, with so many of their cruisers hitting those pinnacle levels, the platinum and the diamond, that it was making it just logistically tough to offer all the perks. In my humble opinion, I believe that the second part of that statement is much more of what's going on. So many people were cruising with Carnival and reaching that level that now these perks that they, I guess, thought would only be, 1% or 0.2% of the people are now like 10, 15, 20% of the people, and they have to deliver on these great perks that they said, losing out on money, the bottom line. Now, this announcement by Carnival Cruise Line, oh my gosh, people are very upset. It's all over social media. Every place you pull up, there's things about I'm leaving Carnival, goodbye Carnival, Carnival, you really messed up. And this is coming from people who have spent years attaining these statuses of platinum and diamond. And that's not to say that people like me, who I cruise on different cruise lines, so I don't have platinum or diamond status on Carnival yet. I'm just a humble gold. And I say that, in jest, because that took a bit of time. You start off with that beautiful blue, and then you move up to red, and then you move up to gold. And every time you move up, it's pretty exciting, Maybe you don't spend $5,000 on every cruise, but over the time, you're still spending the money. One of the biggest bones of contention in all of this is the ending of that lifetime status. So what this boils down to is for people, maybe people just like me, who do cruise on a cruise ship, but you don't spend that much on a cruise ship. Listen, the bottom line is there's an entry point to cruising, right? And that's going to be your cruise fare. How much is it to get on that ship? And every cruise line is different, Sometimes Carnival has a better price than MSC. Sometimes MSC has a better price than Royal, Virgin. They all have that entry price. Let's say for 2 people in a balcony cabin, your entry price is $1,000. Both of you spend $1,000 to get on the ship. Now let's keep going with that spending. You're going to do things like gratuities. That's an additional cost. Let's say that you would like to indulge in some specialty dining, additional cost. Or you enjoy the drink package, additional cost. You want to do one of the shore excursions based on the cruise line because they give you that guarantee that you won't be left there no matter what. The ship will wait for you if there's any kind of issue. More money. You're going to play in the casino, get a spa treatment. Any of those kind of things are more money. And the cruise line is counting on us to do that spending. Well, some of us don't spend a whole bunch of money on that stuff. I'm telling you, and I've done many a video to describe how you can get a better rate on your cruise or how you can save money cruising. And how you save money, well, one of the many ways is don't spend all of that extra. It's exciting and it's fun. You're on vacation and it's that you only live once kind of thing. I'm going to get it now. I'll spend $500 on this spa package. I've never done that before. You have that feeling and it's exciting and it's fun and it's freeing. But if you're really watching your budget, you don't have to spend money on anything else on that cruise. And, just the regular things, your cruise fare, your port charges, taxes, fees, of course, your gratuities, and then everything else that is free, take that option. That's right. I'm talking about going to the buffet and going to the dining that's offered there in the main dining rooms. I'm talking about not doing the shore excursions or not taking their shore excursions. I'm talking about not getting the drink package, just doing the things that are offered free. And there's plenty of them, plenty of entertainment, plenty of options. And there's even ways to get free alcohol. And if you want to know more about that, I'm going to drop a couple of links for the other videos that I've discussed that. You don't have to pay. And maybe you are one of the people who don't pay a whole bunch of extra. Well, I think this is the target. They're trying to make sure that all of us spend, this money that we've talked about on the cruise. Not just your cruise fare, but some of those extras. All right, it is a big change, and I'm not happy about it at all. I don't like it, and most people don't. I haven't really heard of anybody, a cruiser, who says this is a great thing. It's like a devalue. But I do want to say these changes aren't set to take effect until 2026. So that does give us half a year to still enjoy the benefits of the VIFP program as it is right now. And John Held, the brand ambassador for Carnival, he's definitely been on the waves, been on social media discussing this, and he has let us know it has not been completely finalized. The ink is not dry on this just yet. So that's good news to me. Hopefully they're hearing Carnival, you're hearing what your loyal constituents, what the people who take your brand are saying. Don't do that. Don't do that. Revamp, we understand that, but taking that lifetime loyalty away and removing so many of these perks, basing it on the spin, it's not a good idea. I'm passing this question over to you, and I need to hear about it down in the comments below. What do you think about this? I need some feedback. What are your thoughts about this? Where do you think this is coming from? Are you a diamond or platinum Carnival cruiser? What do you think about this? What is your biggest gripe? What is your biggest complaint? Or does this not really bother you? I have heard some people say, guys, you're in an uproar about a pen and a dining certificate. As many different people as there are going to be different opinions. And I'd love to hear yours. I want to know your thoughts on this. I really do hope that there are some continual changes that happen to this VIFP program. And this is not the final answer. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. Now, before we end the story for today, I'm taking the opportunity to invite you to subscribe to the channel. All you have to do is click on that subscribe button. If you like our videos, please do give us a like. And also tap down on the notification bell. It lets you know when we are putting out new videos. You can be the first to know. I would love it if you would share this video with anyone that you think might be interested in cruising, cruise news, or traveling. Also, please do join our Facebook group. Just check out Right Recipe for Travel and head on over to TikTok as well. We have some fun things going on over there. All right, that's it for this cruise news for today. I thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you at the next adventure.